morning, ladies. This is wonderful. It's so nice to see such a crowd. And you know, when I started this group, it was because I was Annie no mates. I felt like I didn't have any friends and I didn't have anybody that understood me. And my kids went to high school and they didn't want me at school, and the other mums were all off doing different things, and we'd only been here 3 years. And I went into, had a bit of a pity party, and somebody said to me, well, why don't you set up something yourself? And I thought, oh no, I couldn't do that. Well, and a year and a half later, look, I feel really popular now. So but what really struck me was how many women, as we get older and we're not there looking after kids or husbands or whatever anymore, we kind of feel a bit lost. And there's a sense of, well, what am I going to do next? And we're all chock full of ability, but something seems to chip away at our confidence because our society is all focused on the young, particularly the young females. It's all about how you look physically and how attractive you can be and how smart you can be. And in some cultures, the older people are actually seen as wisdom and to be revered and respected, and it's kind of missing a wee bit in our society. So I reckon that we have to revere and respect ourselves. And I really love the idea of women supporting women, because what I've noticed is, and you all know it, women will talk, will share. If somebody needs something, we're the first to put our hand up. Oh, I'll help you, I'll be there. But we're the last to ask for help. No, I'll be superwoman and I'll manage and then we get burdened with all the weight of responsibility of whatever it is that challenges we've set ourselves. And then we feel isolated because it's like, well, I'm always there for everybody else, but nobody's there for me. And so I work as a life coach, and basically it's empowering women. And I had to do it for myself first, and you know what? It was really hard. I found it really hard to say no, because then people wouldn't like me and I wanted to be liked. And that was actually a pattern that I brought all through my childhood and wasn't even really aware of it. Brought that into my marriage and then spent 20 years telling my husband he was selfish. Well, he wasn't really, he hadn't changed. He was selfish when I met him. But I didn't adjust with that to stand up for me. So I've learned 2 big lessons, and I want to share that with you right now. Is one, I've got a voice, and so have you, so use it. And 2, I've got a choice, and so have you, so use it. Because often we feel that we're stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Oh well, and this is just what life's dealt me. Yes, that might be the case, but it doesn't mean you have to stay there. So one of the other things that I've just started, the group's been running for a year and a half, and I've just started this meeting because with so many coming, I thought, how can we use this body of wisdom and generosity to support other women? So I've lined up with the Warringah Women's Shelter. They're in DY, and basically it's women that flee domestic violence, and in this shelter they've got children. And when I got talking to them, I said to the woman in charge, well, what kind of things can we buy? And she said, well, toilet paper and toothpaste would be really good. And I thought, oh my goodness, there's women out there that are struggling to buy sanitary things. And we're all very privileged on the northern beaches and in Sydney. Even if you're unemployed or on your own or whatever, there's all sorts of government funding and supports and that we can reach out for, but you know, these women have got to completely rebuild their lives. And I just thought, right, well, there's women supporting women in this room, and then there's us as a collective body supporting the women at the shelter. So if you are able to contribute, I've asked for $10. If $10 is too much for you, put in 5. If you can't put in anything this month but want to put in something next month, that would be great. I just thought it was a nice way for us to be able to give back. Okay, so enough from me. I just want to say a huge welcome. I'm not going to go around and ask people to introduce themselves because that'll take us ages. But you're all really welcome. I must phone the Manly Daily and say thank you, because I didn't ask for that editorial to be done. They saw a poster somewhere or something and contacted me, so it's great. I feel really famous now. But it's a nice way to get the message out, and I have to tell you, I was a bit embarrassed about it at the beginning, and then I was shocked at the response I got. Like for the week afterwards, the emails just kept coming in, and I've actually had even more emails than the people present today, because some ladies said, definitely want to be part of it, but can't come on the 11th. So it's just wonderful, and I just want you to know that this is a safe place, a welcome place, a very supportive environment. And what we do each month is I choose a lady to come and share her story, because one of the things that we can tend to do as women is we get together and we talk about everything that's wrong and oh, this isn't good and that isn't good, and we can get into a bit of a negative spiral, which is what happened to me. And I thought, this isn't actually benefiting me, because all I'm doing is reinforcing all the negativity. So how can I turn that on its head? And I thought, let's find women who have been through some adversity, and we all have, whatever level of difficulty it was, we've all had something, and use that to inspire others. So some of the women in the group run their own businesses, and they come and they share with us, you know, the challenges of that. Some have maybe been divorced and left with nothing, and the challenges of that. Some have moved from overseas, like me, and the challenges with that. Some are maybe physically or mentally unable in some way, and the difficulties with that. So we've all got something, and I think sometimes it's good for us to open up our minds and our eyes to see that other people are suffering too, and how can we ease their pain. And we all know that actually there's so much reward in giving back. And people say to me, oh, that's all very altruistic what you're doing, and I'm like, no, it's not. I love it. I get so much from this group. It's actually very selfish, and I'm going to continue to be selfish because I'm loving it. And I want you to feel the same. I want you to feel that you can take from the group and give back to the group. So anyway, this morning we've got one of our members who's been with us right from the beginning, from March last year when I started the group. And this lady's actually been running businesses on her own for about 30 years. Back in the day when actually to run your own business from home, it wasn't really a trendy thing. In fact, mums tended not to work, and if they did, they worked in the supermarket or as a typist or something. So this woman is way ahead of her time, and what she's working with now again is way ahead of her time. Very, very giving person. Every time she comes to one of these groups, the first thing she'll come in and say to me is, do you need help with anything? And so I'm really excited to share. This woman is a building biologist. Has anyone ever heard of that before? So this lady goes into homes to find out what's making families sick. And there are three things. There's chemicals, there's mold, and there's Wi-Fi. And all that Wi-Fi and stuff is quite scary. You know, microwaves, we used to think microwaves were great, and then we started to hear all these reports. So I won't take up any more of your time, and you're welcome at the end of the talk to stay and mingle and chat with one another and with me. And I just want to now introduce you to Carol Parr, our building biologist.